Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Heartbreak in UK Seaside town, as famous theme park, closes rides after £2.7 million loss. Blackpool was once a gem in the crown of the UK's seaside destinations, but has suffered a decline in recent decades. It has faced a downturn in popularity since holidaymakers moved towards cheap European packages in the 1960s, and bosses have recently confirmed cuts at one of its most historic attractions. Bosses announced the closure of 5 rides at the Blackpool Pleasure Beach theme park, Eddie Stobart Convoy, Alpine Rally, Thompson Carousel, Gallopers, and Red Arrow's Skyforce during the 2025 season. The park recently confirmed a £2.07 pre-tax loss, and some staff also face being cut from the iconic attraction, which has been in operation since 1896. Don't miss! Iconic seaside town's 131-year-old Victorian theatre now looks as good as new latest. The park has struggled with visitor numbers since the COVID-19 pandemic and is also bracing for an increase in staffing costs. Bosses said other rides will open later and close earlier this year as they try to reduce outgoings. However, they added that the measures were strategic and the park will actually be open for more days this year compared to 2024. The park has also insisted that no more rides will shut. Blackpool Pleasure Beach has seen an overall increase in tourists since the pandemic, with visitors increasing by 1.2 million in 2023 compared to 2022. However, the town suffers from being one of the nation's most deprived areas. The streets are lined with boarded-up shopfronts and a host of fast food outlets. The town also has the UK's lowest male average life expectancy at 73.1 years, England's worst mortality rate, and the highest proportion of children in care. Blackpool has 4 times the average number of drug deaths, nearly double the rate of smoking deaths, the highest proportion of alcohol deaths, and the highest rate of serious mental health issues in England. The local council received government funding last year to replace 400 unfit properties with 280 bigger new homes. It comes as part of a wider £90 plan to regenerate the most deprived areas of the town. A Pleasure Beach spokeswoman told Mail Online, "It has been a challenging few years of trading across the entire industry, and we have undertaken the necessary actions to continue to offer the same amazing experiences to our guests. We have already undertaken a strategic review and implemented changes. This has now concluded. The changes referenced in the accounts have all been actioned and completed. Furthermore, there are currently no plans to close any further rides. We are confident there is lots to look forward to at Pleasure Beach Resort for the immediate and long-term future, beginning with the opening of Launch Pad this spring and our announcement of an £8.72 million gyro swing, opening in 2026. Blackpool Pleasure Beach introduced an entry fee in 2009, and before then, you could pay per ride. It now costs from £30 for adults or from £25 for children under 12, going up to £50 and £40 respectively on the day. Don't miss huge new £8.07 ride at popular seaside resort to be biggest of its kind in UK latest. UK's worst seaside town sees huge surge in tourists during £90 facelift latest. UK seaside town dubbed Blackpool after a neutron bomb to get £20 facelift latest. We use your sign-up to provide content in ways you've consented to and to improve our understanding of you. This may include adverts from us and third parties based on our understanding. You can unsubscribe at any time. Read our privacy policy. Some people said these prices have put tourists off from visiting the theme park. Dave Curry, 49, who works in a donut shop on the promenade, said, "I have worked here for 2.5 years, and I have seen a steady decline in people coming to Blackpool. And even on busy days, people aren't spending as much as they did during previous seasons. A good sign of people spending money is the number of bags they are carrying. People just wander down the prom and don't buy as much." He added, "I remember when you could go into the Pleasure Beach for free and just pick the rides you wanted to go on. Then they started to charge an admission fee before switching to a set fee. It's a lot of money for a family to go to the pleasure beach, especially when some of the best rides were closed for part of the day. Phil Whiting, a 39-year-old property manager, said, "My dad lives in St. Anne's, so we come to visit and make it into a caravan holiday. It can be expensive coming here, and we plan where we go in advance to get the best deals. I've been coming to Blackpool since I was a child and used to go to the pleasure beach. It was free admission. I think it's £50 a ticket if you pay on the day, which would put me off." As well as ride closings, staff at the park face cuts ahead of the changes to wages from the government. Businesses currently pay a rate of 13.8% on employees' earnings above a £9,100 a year threshold, but Rachel Reeves said that a new rate of 15% will come in from tomorrow, with the threshold reduced to £5,000. The Chancellor also announced that the national living wage for workers aged 21 and over will increase by 6.7% from £11.44 an hour to £12.21.